Good morning, students. Welcome to virtual classes. In today's session, we will learn one of the important topics in English grammar and composition, that is report writing, which carries 10 marks in your examination. So, listen to it carefully. First, let us know what is a report. A report is a written account of something that one has observed, heard, done, or investigated. So, obviously, a report is nothing but it is a written document about something what one person has observed, or he must have heard about something, or done any constructive work, any project work, or any investigation carried out. So, report is a written document about what one has observed, heard, done, or investigated. For example, newspaper reports. Every day in newspaper, number of articles are reported based on different places and different incidents. So, it is a systematic and well organized presentation of facts and findings of an event that has already taken place somewhere. So, a report which contains a systematic, in a particular order, well organized presentation of a facts. A report must carry a fact, well organized presentation of a facts which has to be arranged systematically, and findings of an event. And what did you find about an event that has already taken place somewhere? Example, in a college and different places, number of programs, activities will happen. You can write a report about a different activities which takes place in a college or somewhere. Example, if there is a sports day celebration, after the sports day celebration, you can write a report about a sports day celebration in your college. Reports are used as a form of written assessment to find out what you have learned from your reading, research, or experience. Reports are also used for an assessment, written assessment or examination, to what extent you have learned what you have read or done a research work or an experience which you have gained. And reports are also used to give you experience of an important skill, that is how to write a report, which is widely used in workplace. This is the general definition of a report. What is a report? Now, in a simple way, if you want to understand what is a report is a form of communication in which some information is conveyed, usually in writing, to someone who wants it. Very simple. A report is nothing but it is a form of a communication. You are communicating something, some information to someone. Okay, in a written form, okay, to someone who wants that information. It's a form of a communication which is conveyed in the form of a writing to someone who wants it. A report can be written either in the form of a paragraph or essay or letter, depends on what you are reporting, whether you are reporting the work status or reporting an event or reporting some research work which you have done or a laboratory report. It depends about what you are reporting, so it can be either in a paragraph or essay or letter. Now, for your examination point of view, they will give you three types of report writings. They'll give you any one of these. There are three types of report writing. One is status report, second one is event report, and third one is survey report. Now, let us see what these three are. So, status report is a simple document that exists between the project manager, the client, and the internal team to periodically update everyone as to where the project is in relation to where it should be at that point of time. So you must have heard about very big projects undertaken by the government. Example, construction of multi-speciality hospitals, or flyovers, or libraries, or big highways, or it may be even a bus stop, Supreme Court buildings, like that. So these construction work projects will be given to construction companies. So when the construction companies have to submit a report frequently to the government about in what status the work is in, ಯಾವ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. So if a government allots a construction of a flyover, for example, to some private company, that private company periodically 3 months once or 6 months once or yearly once, they have to submit a report about the status of the work to the government. They have to update it. So that we call it as a status report, which tells you to what status the work is in, which carries so what work has completed till that date, and work is to be completed, and is there any delays which may occur. So all these things a status report contains. Event report. Event report involves producing a report an event has concluded in order to assess whether the objectives of an event were met. An event report should also identify areas for future fine-tuning and improvement. Obviously, in a college, in other places, there are number of events takes place. Suppose if whenever an event takes place, after the completion of that event, we need to write a report about that event. Example, if you conduct a sports day in your college, after the completion of the sports day event, you can write a report about the sports day event. Anything it may be, or a quiz competition, or whatever it may be. You may have a job fair in your college. So after that event, you can write a report. So by writing this report, you can also examine whether whatever the objectives that you wanted to achieve by conducting that event, whether it has been met or achieved or not. It also helps you to identify what are the drawbacks, and so that in the future, so they can correct those drawbacks and mistakes and further improve about organizing an event. So event report. Then survey report. The purpose of writing a survey report is to study a research topic thoroughly and to summarize the existing studies in an organized manner. It is an important step in any research project. On campus, students may work as groups and are required to do a presentation and submit a report. Example, if there is any problem or if there is any issue, we want to know what might have been the reason for that problem. For that, if you conduct a research, you will come to know what will be the reason for that problem, and also you can find out a solution for it. Example, so there must have been a decline in a percentage of students in the results from the consecutive 3 years. So management wants to know what is the reason for the decline of the results, per the result percentage in a college. For that, they may ask a group of students to carry a research, to study, to survey. So then obviously, so by taking some time, a group members, they try to investigate thoroughly. So what will be the reason for the decrease in the results? Then they can also give a solution for further improvement. This is about a survey report. Now let us see how to write a good report. So obviously, whatever a report may be, you may write either work status report, or you may write a event report or a survey report. A good report must have a clarity. So it must have a clarity of a thought. It must be complete and self-explanatory. It must be comprehensive but compact, short but still should contain a complete information. It should have an accuracy of all the aspects. Facts should be there, and obviously it has to suitable. It has suitable format for the readers. It must be impersonal in style. You must not keep any personal bias when you are writing a report. It must be objective and impersonal, and you must mention a proper date and the signature of the person who has prepared a report. And obviously, so when you are writing a report, that approach should be impartial. Partiality should not be there. You have to keep these things in mind when you are writing a report. Now let us see some written examples of different types of the reports. Now this is a sample of a status report. This is a status report written by some private company, okay, to a BBMP head office Bangalore about a civil engineering project. You have to imagine that BBMP, okay, head office Bangalore had given some project to a private company about a construction of something. So about that, a status report a company is providing to the, submitting to the, obviously to the head office. So this format you must follow. Even the steps also you have to follow the same order. The first step should be, you have to write it to whom you are writing a report. That is very important. So the designation and the address of the person or an office to whom you are submitting a report to: the Chief Executive Engineer, BBMP Head Office, Hudson Circle, Bangalore 2. So this person, a company is submitting a report. Then title contains what is the purpose of writing about what the project is. A title, so it is nothing but a subject of a letter. Title: Status of construction of flyover at west of Cord Road, Rajajinagar. What is the title of the project? This generally will be given in a question. So this is about status of construction of a flyover. So construction, flyover construction ಯಾವ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ವರದಿಯನ್ನು ಬರಿತಾ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅಂತ. Status of construction of flyover at west of Cord Road, Rajajinagar. In Rajajinagar, ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ರೋಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಲೈಓವರನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ಆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಯಾವ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ವರದಿಯನ್ನು ಬರಿತಾ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಈಸ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್. ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ refers to introduction part of the report, which carries when a particular agreement has been done and what were the terms and conditions, when it was supposed to start, when it was supposed to end, and what is the project price. So all those things you have to include in a terms of reference. See here, on July 22, 2017, Larsen and Turbo, a construction company, the name of the company which has accepted to do a project, Larsen and Turbo Construction Company entered into a contract. It has taken a contract with BBMP to construct a two-way flyover at west of Cord Road, Rajajinagar, first block signal. So in Rajajinagar towards west of Cord Road, first block signal ಅಲ್ಲಿ two-way flyoverನ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ July 22nd, 2017, Larsen and Company has entered into a contract. So the construction was to begin on 1st December 2017. ಯಾವಾಗ ಶುರುವಾಗಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ, and to be completed by October 2020. Obviously, those are very big project which takes a lot of time. So this is a period of around 3 years. It was agreed that the company has agreed that the government would be provided interim progress report on 15th January, 15th July and 15th December 2018. So the company also accepted that it is going to provide a progress report, that is work progress report, on such a dates. The complete details of the project you have to write in an introduction part or terms of reference. So next step is you have to mention what work completed to date. So you know that, so it will have a date to that date what work has been completed. So probably by 15th January. So they may write what work or 15th July. We don't know when they are submitting, but that date what work completed to that date. The construction company has completed the following jobs. You can mention it. Survey and planning completed on 31st October. Foundation work started on 15th November. And pillars work completed on 15th July. This is the work completed. Then what work is in progress at that time? So insertion of the cables began on 2nd August and work has been going on as per the schedule. So they are also assuring that according to the schedule, according to the timetable, without any delay, so the work is going on. What work is going on? You have to mention what work completed till that date and what work is going on. Then followed by, you must write, so work to be completed. ಏನು ವರ್ಕ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಏನು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ನೇನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ದೋಸ್ ತ್ರೀ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ವಾಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟೆಡ್ and is what work is going on at present and what work it to be completed. The company has assured that they would complete the following work by 31st October. That is assembling the slabs and concreting the road. Anticipated problems. So it can also mention, so probably by that time as they have assured. So the work, if they could not complete, what must have been the problem? What must have been the probable problems may arise. As a result of nationwide lorry strike, which is a week old, the construction company anticipates problem in procuring steel in time. So probably the following week there is a strike of a lorry. For that they may not get a steel which is required for the construction. But they are also assuring that efforts are being made to use their lorries over time and get the work done in time. But for this problem, there does not seem to be any other hitch in getting the work completed on schedule. Apart from this problem, there will not be any other hitch, means obstacle in completing the work according to the time given schedule. At the end, you have to write the name of the person who is submitting a report. You can just mention the company name, or if you mention the person who is and his designation and date. So this is the format and the steps of writing a status report. This has to be followed when you are writing a status report. Now let us see how to write a event report, a sample report. Obviously, as I said, sample reports are reports which are written about an event that takes place in a college or any other place. It begins with obviously dramatic introduction, a colorful words or a beautiful words which attracts or impresses the reader, and is followed by the details of the program or an event. What are the program things, details which has taken place, and it should have a proper beginning and also conclusion. So the sentences should be clear and short. The details should be specific. The report should be divided into suitable paragraphs. Whenever you write any of the event report, so you should have a good introduction, again a conclusion, and also you have to mention the details of the program. This is a sample event report about the inauguration of the sports activities. It was a memorable day in the annals of our college. Santosh Dravid, the most popular cricket player of our country as well as the world, had arrived as the chief guest to inaugurate the sports activities of the college for the present year. All of us were excited to receive such a star of cricket. We had taken interest in decorating the entrance as well as the auditorium. Some of us had exhibited a collage of pictures marking the milestones of his cricket career. The guest arrived at 10 a.m. and he was ceremoniously, see, this is an introduction part, this is actually events. So the detail of an event. The guest arrived at 10 a.m. and he was ceremoniously welcomed by the physical instructor, sports secretary, and a few office bearers of the association. Hundreds of us were there indeed to cheer and click the pictures. He was taken to the principal's chamber for a cup of tea. He was happy to see the creative college of his cricket career. Again, continuation of this. So the function began at 10:30 a.m. The program was anchored by Miss Meena, Joint Secretary for the Sports. It began with the invocation followed by lighting the lamp as a token of inauguration. Our physical instructor Ramanna introduced the guest, highlighting his unique achievements, his awards and his contribution to the world of cricket. He also welcomed the guests as well as the audience. The principal honored him with a bouquet and a shovel, a fruit bowl and a memento. Then the chief guest rose to speak. The auditorium was silent to listen to every word of the cricket hero. He mentioned a few major events of his life that led him to play cricket and learn it. He thanked his cricket coach for his invaluable guidance and motivation. He explained that there were quite a number of ups and downs in his career before he could reach the peak. He ended his talk with a suggestion that we should do well in the field of our passion. He made it clear that we should not worry about the hurdles and face them with confidence. Hard work is the only way to success, he said. He sat down to a thunderous applause. So the word of thanks was proposed by the sports secretary. Later, all of us thronged him for photos. It was a memorable day for us, and we shared our photos as well as message with our friends. So this is obviously about an event. Now let us see a sample survey report about a music academy. Now, you are writing this survey report to Shankar Das, chairman of a music academy. Obviously, it is a group of students who have done it. Survey report. Now, even a survey report should have the following steps. You must know all these steps in a proper order. First, report about what you are writing a report. Report on declining attendance. There is a gradual decrease in number of people attending a music program. So, a chairman wants to know what is the reason for that. For that, he has asked a group of people or a team or a single person to conduct a survey and find out the reason and also solution for that problem. So, report on decline means decreasing attendance. Terms of reference, it is like an introduction. In July, you asked us to investigate the reason for the fall in attendance at the concern, that means music program, and to submit a report with the recommendations by December. Now, what is the procedure followed by the team to get the information? The attendance figures of the previous years were obtained. Members of the academy and some others were interviewed. A questionnaire, that means a number of questions, a booklet containing number of questions. A questionnaire was sent to all the current members and also those who discontinued membership in the last 12 months. Now, after doing this, what could they find out? What reasons could they find out for the decline in attendance? The attendance figures in the previous years were as follows. In the first quarter, 3,000 members attended the program, and second quarter there is a decline of 600 members. Third quarter 1,900, fourth quarter 1,300. Majority of the members are of opinion that the quality of music has deteriorated, that is decreased, and that they miss the maestros of their previous era. So many of them were not happy with the kind of the music, quality of the music that they are providing. Most of the artists who performed in the last 2 years actually experimented on the stage in the name of an innovation. Lack of discretion in the choice of programs. Inadequate communication. Members were not informed about the last minute changes in program schedules and also about the changes in artists sometimes. So these are the findings that they got it. Findings is nothing but, so by doing this, what did they find? What are the possible reasons for the decline of the attendance? This is nothing but reasons what they have found it. Now finally, you must write a conclusion based on your findings. Attendance at concert shows a noticeable decline because of dissatisfaction with the quality of the music. One is they're not happy with the quality of the music, and administrative lapses in sending communication to the members and a general public. Obviously, they're not communicating about the program schedules and the person who is coming to perform properly. Failure to redress means correct those problems may lead to further decrease in membership, and might gradually erode the reputation of the academy. So for that, in order to solve the problem, what has the team recommended recommendations? The organizing committee should be objective in their selection of the programs, and artists and should set aside personal preferences. Obviously, when they're organizing a program, selecting a program, they should not have any personal preferences. There should be wide range of programs, varieties of programs they have to give. Members should be informed to the concerts for a whole quarter and change in them if any. Should be notified in the press immediately. This should be followed by personal communication. Obviously, if there are any changes in the schedule, they have to inform the members through personal communication. Also, they have to give in a press, newspaper or TV, so that people will come to know. There should be a campaign for enrolling life members, so they must do some marketing to encourage more people to become the members. A number of schemes should be planned to attract. Obviously, when you want to attract more members for a club, so they have to have some schemes. So like decrease in probably membership fee, whatever it may be. The program should be given a wider publicity. More publicity marketing is required. These are the recommendations. So after this, at the end, you can mention your name and also signature. This is about the survey report. So follow all the steps in a survey report as well as status report. And event report, you must write a introduction and again a program schedule and also conclusion. So practice makes man perfect. Unless you practice, obviously nothing will have a perfection. We'll continue in the next class. I have given you some more solid examples in your assignment. So you do it at the same time for the examination point of view. You practice well. Thank you.